Now, this is one of the weirdest stories I have ever heard. It's kind of interesting. It's really actually quite funny. At halftime of the Bills-Chargers game, Bills cornerback Vontae Davis retired. He gave it up, hung up the cleats, said, "I'm done with football." And first of all, the reason why I love this story, one of them is because of the opportunities for jokes. I will always be able to say for the rest of my life, the 2018 Buffalo Bills were so bad, they had a player retire at halftime. Just, for me, that's comical. It's funny. But jokes aside, this has been a pretty controversial topic. A lot of people feel very strongly one way or the other. Actually, Bills linebacker Lorenzo Alexander said he'd never seen anything like that in his entire life and said it was extremely disrespectful for Vontae Davis to retire in the middle of a game. Said disrespectful to his teammates, the Bills, and the Bills fans. I disagree with Lorenzo Alexander, but I do understand why he felt that way. The Bills linebacker felt abandoned. One of his teammates bailed on him. I get that. I totally understand that. Now, after the game, Vontae Davis released a statement. It's a tough read. It's long. But basically, Vontae Davis made a couple points. He said, I did not mean any disrespect, but I realized I was done. It was time for me to hang it up. And then he says, injuries did play a part. Look, if I go out in the second half and I get wrecked and get injured, it's not worth it. And this is why I want to support Vontae Davis. I think Vontae Davis did the right thing. Because one of the worst things you can do in life is waste someone else's time. A girl broke up with me this summer, and it hurt. It sucked. I felt abandoned. It was awful. It really stunk. It made me feel bad. But looking back, it would have been so much worse if that girl, instead of breaking up with me, had gone on for months and just went through the motions. Just totally went through the motions. Didn't really care. Vontae Davis's heart wasn't in it. He's done with football. And he would not have been helpful to the Buffalo Bills in the second half of that game. In fact, he would have been detrimental. He would have been worse. And again, injuries do play a part. What if he decides at halftime, I'm going to retire when this game is over? Middle of the third quarter, breaks his leg or gets paralyzed. He's done for his life. He can't walk ever again after he'd checked out emotionally. That would be awful. Again, and even if he plays safe, he doesn't get hurt. Maybe he's just really careful and doesn't play all out, and the Bills lose even worse because he's not ready. The point is this. I respect Vontae Davis for knowing when it's time to walk away. You might hate that, you might not, but Vontae Davis didn't waste anybody's time, didn't go through the motions. He said, it's time, I'm done, let's cut the cord. Next man up. Let's find someone else who's going to give 110% and give full effort because I'm not there. And I respect Vontae Davis for knowing his limit and knowing when to walk away. It's really hard. Not a lot of people do. I understand why his teammates would have felt abandoned, but that's the right thing to do. Vontae Davis didn't waste anybody's time, and I admire and respect him for making a tough call. People don't realize it's not easy to walk away from something, especially something you put so much work into. He's 30 years old. He's been in the NFL for years. And so I get why people are mad. I get why people are really critical of Vontae Davis. I think it's kind of funny, actually, but on a serious note, I understand why Vontae Davis walked away, and I respect it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my show, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my pride and joy. I'm very proud of it. If you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, or you can find more shorter breakout videos like the one you just watched. And if you like what I had to say, maybe you hate what I had to say, share this with your friends. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Have a great day.